run it back, 100 stack, in the trunk with his fire tag, punch the gas, running to the future, past, I'm done with that, but if I need to, then I'm coming back, yeah, that's a fact. Run it back, 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 run it back. Run it back, I got the devil in my eye, I'm doing God's work. I got the devil in my eye, I'm doing God's work. I got the devil in my eye, I'm doing God's work. I got the devil in my eye.
It's week 4 of the National Football League, and we'll see Tyson Campbell. He stayed active a week ago with an 8-tackle performance. It's the Falcons and the Jags, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, this the first of our International Series this year, the Falcons and Jaguars. The Jags, of course, no stranger to these London games. They're a fixture in these parts due to the presence of their owner, Shad Khan.
Add in the fact that they're going to be the first team ever to go back-to-back here in England. They play the Bills next week, so a very interesting time for this franchise. Not only are they Duval's team, but they're...
All set for the first of 5 international games this season. The Falcons and Jags underway from London. This taken in right around the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here, so get this up to the 29. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now the first running back taken back in April, the former Longhorn, Bijan Robinson. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. A check-in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 14 carries, 112 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The Falcons hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they've got to be pleased with the start of this season, obviously.
Yeah, and you're talking about 3 good quality wins. It's got people in the locker room excited. Not overly so, but that quiet confidence is starting to build. They're starting to believe that this could be their year if they stay on track.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Barnes. And complete to Drake London. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game. Like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up second down. Operating from the gun, Barnes. Right back to Pitts again. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down as he's down at the 17-yard line. Operating from the gun, Barnes. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Back to throw. Barnes. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Barnes. Touchdown, Falcons! Mac Hollins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
Yeah, it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following a touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Well, the Jaguars ready to go on offense for the first time, and they're led by the former #1 pick in the draft. In his 3rd season now, Charles, Trevor Lawrence.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting on a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
And this will be a Jaguars first down as he gets this up past the 30.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 42. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. 13 carries, 94 yards, and a score.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable. And sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
This defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Again, it's Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. You got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
Second down and 6 now. Now Lawrence. His throw incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Lawrence. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. So Lawrence will exit, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Jaguar field goal. The kick by McManus is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Barnes into the hands of London. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Robinson on a give right side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Barnes. And that's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Looking to throw. Barnes. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder. You think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the 1st down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he... And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, ETN once more. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
4th down. Here's Lawrence. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Travis Etienne of the Jags offense set to take over again here. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy. Okay, we're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. They'll try the left side with Etienne. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. Here's Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson gets it up past the 10 with a nice move. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now 2nd and 5. Again, it's Robinson. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Operating from the gun, Barnes. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. Got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Barnes. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd down in a yard. Operating from the gun, Barnes. This one left side, caught by Patterson. 7 yards there and a first down. Operating from the gun, Barnes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. 2nd and 10. Motion man left is Kirk. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? This is taken at the 15.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that
play sheet for any one of those coordinators. They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
On second down, here's Lawrence. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Lawrence will throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Motion man left is Kirk. A fake on the jet sweep. Now Lawrence off play action. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Operating from the gun, Barnes. And he's got his man on the out route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. Off the bootleg, Barnes. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. That is caught. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. And the Falcons will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They start on the ground with Robinson here and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Now here's a throw that's complete, and he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. Barnes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Throwing on 1st down. Barnes. He's got his man, London, right side. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 2nd and 6.
At the Jaguars' 24-yard line.
Back to throw. Barnes. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Back to the ground with Robinson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On third down, Lawrence able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the draw, here's Lawrence. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Buying time to his left. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a 1st down. They'll set up to throw. That's to the pylon and incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now Lawrence. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
It's still yet to find the end zone. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Robinson with another carry. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Barnes. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And now both of these defenses have something to brag about following this one, each with a pick six today.
They are even there, but we still have to decide a winner, don't we, partner? And what they really want to brag about after this one is getting that W. The turnovers are great. Can they make plays now that tilt the balance in their favor?
McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team able to recover it. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that pick six a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a three-possession fourth quarter lead. They begin the drive with Robinson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. 58 yards. And the Falcons are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Claybrooks going to bring this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent would.
And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Lawrence. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Here's Lawrence to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
He's going to let it fly. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Inside the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the a touchdown. An impressive performance just became a little bit more impressive here as they add yet another score to the ledger late in the fourth quarter.
And not much has stopped them at any point in this game, partner. This is just an old-fashioned blowout right here. They probably could put the brakes on themselves, but they elected not to and played this one all the way out.
Coup now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And now out come the Jags. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
A final shot now for Lawrence. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
They're hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Atlanta, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.